Okay, welcome back to Star Wars. It's been a few weeks. Life's a bitch. But we got here.
Stompa got hit for all of his blood.
But he's still talking, unfortunately.
Don't be such a baby, Thumper. Ribs grow back.
Everything grows back, doesn't it?
It's not the ribs. I
With
just
our
want to
back,
make
it does.
sure the arm does.
I mean, of course,
Oh, that's a
arms
lot
grow
of black.
back too.
Free
We
one.
have that, unfortunately.
3-1, huh?
Is my shield still okay? Because I got loves my shield armor.
You're worried about your shield? Oh boy. Do we have news for you?
That shield has been very useful. Thank you very much.
They're irreplaceable.
And, by the
apparently, I've
way,
been looking for
Dumpa.
one all game.
That's your criminal obligation.
Oh.
God.
Wait, whose?
Yours.
Thumpers.
Thumpers.
Bumpers.
Everything's coming up Thumper at the moment.
Oh no, crime dog may know may need me for something.
Yeah, Crime Dar may have heard of what just happened, I think.
They want a percentage.
That
Yeah.
or somebody who thought I should be dead has found me in the life support system and thinking, that's not right, I need to correct that.
Could well
That'd be
be.
funny.
Could well be.
Right.
Oh, and remember that means you double your loss strain.
Great. So now my strain is what's my strain supposed to be?
I've just had mine permanently at 11 rather than 12.
Yep.
Okay,
Right
mine
now
It
is-
seems to work better that way.
Mine is
Yeah.
currently 10. So it's only strain, not wounds, right?
Strain.
Yes.
No one
Okay.
stabbed you, so yes.
Well, correction. No one stabbed him this session.
He is a Gamorrean.
Right.
I've
No
not
notice being stabbed?
Hey, you could be worse. You could be raw armor.
I was going to say, speaking of which, I have a lot of medical checks to do.
I also could use some
I
medical
think I've
checks.
got a new portrait for you, Zab.
Canonical.
That
Alright,
is
let me just-
fantastic.
I mean, what did you
Alright, how do I save that? Can you send that to me?
I'll whack it to
Oh,
Can,
dear.
can we get carted to the med bay and get some advantages on them checks?
I'm not sure this place really has a med bay as such.
It's a city. It should
It's
have
Cloud
a hospital.
City.
This is the arse end of Cloud City in the middle of a form of,
At this
war zone.
point in time, we're stable at the moment. We can just go give a yarn to that good old Cloud Rizian man to get him to, give us
Mod?
some extra property.
Actually, yeah, that's a
Mod?
point. Weren't we doing that fight in the city center because we got called back to save Lando's ass?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes, that's a good point.
I mean, we
which
could still
city?
be pretty far from an actual medical center.
You just
Great.
need to have our talkie man to step forward and go, hey, Yondo, we did our
Yep.
job. We need some medical treatments.
Can you please stop with the accent?
Are you
Please.
calling him Yondo on purpose?
I mean, I'm pretty sure a few Jamaican Mons crept in there as well, so.
Is that a different part of Mon
It's an
Calamari?
authentic Gamorrean accent, as far as we know.
I'm credit the unconscious, so at this invitation, it's not
You're
happening.
very
Yeah, no,
talky
that's
for
why.
that.
That's why I'm telling you to drop the accent. You're not in character.
Valid point.
It's called practice, my friend.
Okay, please stop.
We could just leave him unconscious.
No, we do actually need him.
You could
That is
accidentally
an
roll him
option.
off the edge of Cloud City. Oops.
That is not an option.
No. As the party medic,
Comas?
no.
Yes. Casual murder? No.
As the party medic, I humbly object to attempts to murder our base tank.
And Fantasy
We
Grounds
need
just
him.
crashed.
Oh.
On the plus side, you
Technical
get
difficulty music.
the picture in. Looks a bit squashed, but it's in.
Honestly, the squash just makes it look better.
Yeah, it makes it look a bit more like a walkie.
Makes it look more like a pug. Pug, the greatest joke of evolution ever that was ever.
That's
a
not evolution, that's forced breeding. They're all dwarfed because of that.
Can't
So
make a
the
medic
word
roll
would be
to say-
eugenics then?
Well,
Pretty much, yeah.
technically, yeah. Please, nobody make a eugenics roll. I don't want to know that that's a thing.
Canine eugenics?
Look, I'm not playing
Whatever, Gene Mod.
I'm not playing that kind of character yet.
Yet?
Yes.
I was going to say, I like
I'm-
the yet in this.
And God willing, if you ever do, you won't for long.
Good response.
You will
Good
not.
response.
I mean, that would just mean I would have to have a slightly German accent, and I
My
can't do
genetics
that
are
for long.
perfectly acceptable as they are, thank you.
Look, I don't want to be treated
I'm
by
not
somebody who
talking
considers...
about your I'm not talking about your genetics. I'm
I
talking
know.
about your child's genetics.
But I don't want to be medically treated by
Making a
somebody who
lot of
considers
assumptions
DNA
there, sir.
a form of spaghetti, you know? So,
Okay, look, eugenesis octopus is not happening yet. Let's just go ahead.
and on that note, Gray, can I make a medical check to see if I can get any... Are there any medics with the team, like the Lando's duty followers up here, I can borrow for extra medical
Or
assistance?
is late still around, or is he doing? Is he AFK?
He late is AFK, and he's not actually...
I'm here, but
How about Gray? Can you have Lando talk at us right now and get his ink and get his back?
Well, yeah.
Sorry.
I think the doors will open, of course, and the Crimson Dawn guys will be rather upset that you just annihilated the their leader, and they will begin to fall back.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Odd
They
how that
retreat.
works.
Yeah.
Do we get obligation Crimson Dawn now or something?
I should bloody well
No.
hope not.
Enmity?
Entity.
Undying loathing?
Rival.
Rivaled Crimson Dawn.
The unbearable lightness of being?
All right. By the way, where's the map of the? Of
Actually, you know what?
the-
I think since my servitude doesn't really count anymore, I think that's actually a pretty good one for me to get now. Change my servitude over to rivalry with the Crimson Dawn.
Who you servitude? That wasn't a good English sentence. Who were you in service to?
Huh?
Who were you in
Who are you
service
servituding?
to? Yeah.
I was a slave on that planet. They took me off of
Right.
yeah.
It could work.
So
Anyway.
think that'll work, Gray?
Yeah, fine by me.
I mean, yeah, he's right. It makes more sense than seeing as he's not a slave anymore, so...
I'm keeping mine because interplanetary parking tickets are hilarious.
Oh, yeah, no, my debt's sticking around. Like, I've got a lot of fake transfer office fees to pay.
All
I
right,
imagine.
so that's a rivalry, I believe.
It's to be seen
yeah.
how my crime connections or how me people were reminding that wait, which one is it? It's the is it the disgrace one or is it really the crime one?
The crime one.
Okay, so it is the familia wanting me for something.
Namely going, I imagine, wait a minute, this guy's not dead.
Stop getting noticed.
Uh,
That's all. Just a message. Stop getting noticed.
I was
You know, one of the-
laying low on shit planet until this happened.
Now you have a bomb in your head and things are going horribly right.
What a shit show.
It is.
Thank you.
Excrement hitting the rotary oscillation machine.
He's here till we get paid and leave.
That's
That's a critical hit. I have murdered Zebrin. I apologize. For nothing.
People it's been a while. This is why we're not having any good luck on being focused. Anyway, I would like to be conscious right now. Let's continue.
Well, presumably, while they're talking, can I at least make a check to see if I can fix up some of the worst crits, like, our Wookiee being blind?
Yeah, that'd be appreciated. I'd like to see again.
You want to see if you can pop his
You
eyes
can
back
probably
in?
have a free upgrade from everyone else coming out to actually help.
Cool, thank you.
Actual doctors.
Actual doctors.
Cool.
Medical checks by actual doctors.
What is the injury recovery rate?
It's awful, basically. It really is quite bad. What's the difficulty rating of the crit you took, Zeb? 'Cause
3 for both of them.
Okay, well,
I was muted. Once per day without assistance, you roll resilience, and you get that many successes worth of wounds back.
yeah, it's not good.
And for crits, it's once per week. You get to make one roll to clear one of the crits.
What's the difficulty on the resilience check?
I think
It
it's
depends. It's the same
No.
as what the medical check would be, I think.
for wounds, though?
No, I think it's just roll for successes.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here. So,
I
Gray, are you going to upgrade the medical check? I'm attempting to cure Rolana's blindness.
No.
You sound so disappointed.
Seems mean.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, it succeeded, but it took longer.
Yeah, that's fine. That means I
Or
can't
was
do
really
anything else.
stressful.
He successfully found and replied your eyes.
I mean,
They'll be working
I'm
tomorrow.
happy with either. I'm happy with Olstick's taking stress as having to try and cure someone's eyesight, or just that's my only medical check until the stuff at Lando's done. It's great, cool.
I think that, if patching up will take long enough, it's probably going to be the only check you get to do.
That's fine. Rolana can see again, however.
Right. So at this point,
Alright.
Lando will make his way over towards you.
Deleting the blinded.
In Lando power stance mode.
Ta-da!
So Lando does the disco. Why does he have a poster inside of his cloak?
Administrator Two Capes. Hopefully he's not two-faced.
Anyway, I'm still knocked the fuck out, so I can't say anything.
Who's actually conscious at this point?
I am. Dak is.
Why is my threshold done?
We'll put it back in.
I think, the only ones who aren't, I think, are Thumpa and Merlot.
Yeah.
Can I ask a quick question, Greg? Is it possible to loom while unconscious?
I doubt.
Somebody,
Just
Greg?
checking.
Yeah.
Gray, did you just delete my wound threshold? Because I'm 0 out of 26 right now.
No, I've not touched your character sheet.
Then why do I have no wounds?
I think you deleted your own thing, mate.
I couldn't have. I wasn't even on that screen.
Maybe that's why it crashed.
Yeah, it might have been part of the crash, to be honest.
Oh, great. Well, let's
This has
see.
happened
Let's
before.
do it.
Anyway, Lando sashaying up.
Yeah, sashaying up, doing the old power stance.
He needs it because it's been a long
Gentlemen,
day.
fine work. We were watching that on the video screens. That will make an excellent chapter in my next book. You get the feeling from that he's going to be fighting the thing with your help.
Clearly, there'll be a self-insert.
Of course.
There.
Well, that.
I mean, he swoops by on a rope, blinds the thing twice, and blinds both its eyes. Then we blow its head off.
Yeah, by the second editing, you're probably going to be lucky to get a look in on that.
Oh God, I've just realised he's handsome jacking it.
Look, it's not like.
My god, he totally fucking is.
Fuck.
Suddenly, I want to kill him, but I don't know why.
No, don't do it. We need to be paid. Out of character.
Well, obviously, paid comes first.
Paid.
Look, I'm a professional criminal guy.
And then don't kill him.
Or not, except for money.
And
Look,
then don't kill him.
we are fucking vault dwellers, vault hunters, aren't we?
Yeah.
No, we're mercenaries.
No, we're vault
I think
hunters.
I think at this point we are quite literally vault hunters.
We are. We're trying to
You're
find
right,
the
you're
thing
right.
that the golden, on the golden, whatever, the golden
We're
Rancor.
trying to find a key to
A vault.
A vault
possibly-
planet.
Yeah.
We're trying to find a
We're
map
gonna
of
end
the
up
planet
there,
where
aren't
we
we,
can
with a
find
whole bunch
vault.
of guns, aren't we?
And
Yes.
this is when the intro swaps over. This is when the intro swaps over to a Borderlands 3 intro.
4.
Wait, this already was a Borderlands intro, wasn't it?
Yes.
Mhm.
Randy. What you didn't know is that Randy Pitchford bought Grey out years ago.
Oh god, please don't even joke.
Quick, I press the button and the Buy Borderlands 3 banners fall down on the screen.
If I see a droid running on a single wheel with a single eye, I'm emptying the mag.
Oh yeah, no. If
It turns out we get to the planet where we're supposed to be going. There's a claptrap there. We get back on the ship and fly off.
if
No,
Bain is
no.
to-
You empty the mag, then you throw the gun and it explodes as well.
if Bain is to
I missed.
at
What
any
we
point,
do-
yeah.
That's
What we
terrible.
would end up doing. Is we'd get back on the ship, take off, and then land the ship onto the iBot.
I'd just like to
Get in the ship,
Take a
get on the
moment here
gun, open fire.
I'd just like to take a moment here to say that I absolutely support David Ed,
David, what?
David Eddings, the old
the
voice of
guy who
Claptrap.
voices Claptrap and was assaulted by Randy Pitchford.
Wait, seriously?
Assaulted? What?
Yeah, it's really fucked up. But I sense
The guy who wrote the books, the fantasy books I read when I was a kid.
No, the voice of
Okay.
Claptrap.
So there are two of him.
Yes. Anyway,
That's no way confusing. Anyways, Lando's about to rip us off.
Thank you. Yes.
You're really cutting out.
Who? Me?
No.
Everyone sounds fine to me.
Late, Ford. We need you to out slick talk this man.
Opens book, new allies and adversaries book and finds Lando Calrissian stats.
Oh no.
Hideous.
So the question then is, well, what the hell are we trying to get out of them?
Our pay.
Our pay
Access to a
and
medical bay.
also maybe something to do with a Rancor later on. Maybe wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, but
Well,
right
we
now,
know that he moved it to a different location. I don't know. Have we done anything with that different location?
No, we've been too busy trying to stop this attack. We could have just blown the attack off the entire thing and just used it as cover to find this new location and go and raid that part, but we didn't.
No, we were being moderately decent people once, so
I'm not sure why.
But remember what they say about good deeds and punishment.
yes, they get us extra pay and a good friend in Cloud City.
We hope.
Well, that's what Doc Lack's for, isn't he?
Ha ha ha.
A man can dream, okay?
Yeah. So, he says that was good work. So, I think we've driven them off there with, flair and panache. And in the background, you kind of just hear the entire city kind of shudders slightly as that cruiser thing disengages and starts burning in the opposite direction.
Are we sure it was that and not just the collective eye roll of every populous person on this planet? Every person on this.
Everybody rolling their eyes at once.
Yes.
Yeah. Sheer gravitic tension.
I think Cloud City would probably have to find a way of dealing with that by now. Yeah, they must have some sort of compensation system for eye rolling gravitational force.
I so hope it does.
Alright. So, we'll get you patched up, get you on your way, and, if you ever need help from me, just say the word.
So, Gray, about the reason we're here.
Yeah?
What would his reaction be if I just said straight up, give us the fucking ring?
You'd have to find out.
Give
I
us
get
the
the feeling
what?
it's a bad idea.
Yes, it will be a terrible idea.
It's all you guys.
Oh.
It's all you guys, man. I mean, he's the one with the still active fighting force, and we're fucked up as all hell.
Exactly. It's a terrible idea. Please don't do it. I can't medicate my way out of being dead.
See, that just sounds like a quitter's response.
Shush.
Dead people can't take action.
Yeah, they fixed that hole in the action economy, weirdly enough.
So I suppose then because I don't remember. Do we remember what the negotiated fee for our help in preventing the?
We never actually got a number. We decided we'd. Son of a bitch.
I assume that our contract would cover such things from, before when we were guarding the casino.
That motherfucker just tried to brush us off without paying.
Oh yeah, no, he absolutely said, now that you're done, you can leave.
Yeah, that's
Why are you surprised at this?
Oh no, not surprised at all. It's a great tactic.
As I said, we volunteered.
You have a wonderful thing called a verbal contract, which is worth its weight in gold.
Or toilet paper.
Yeah.
See what you did there.
I've always liked that one.
And it was definitely worth a slow clap.
It's time, Late, for you to ascend and get all your abilities to bullshit and all of your negotiation dice.
Yeah, you know that light side token we have? Go ahead.
That one light side. So lonely.
That's kind of yours
I will.
We need more of those.
Yeah, we do.
So I will try and negotiate in the sense that, hey, we did kind of agree on some kind of and we're not. Before I do this, so we're not actually throwing in. We're not throwing in the request for the Rancor in this, right?
We're not. We're doing this.
No.
The Rancor is on personal time. This is business, upfront business time. Remember, you do have a probe droid. Thank you, Ablative, that could be used as a legal witness, since it may have a recording of all conversations of this. So, time to go full
Actually,
Phoenix
that's
Wright legalese on
right.
this.
Am I still in the Cloud City's computer system?
If you've not moved, yes.
What's your plan?
Well, probably just drop him down an air shaft on us.
I was thinking video to everybody that lives here.
Doesn't he use a grav lift to get back to his apartment?
No, it's more the idea of if you have a part of that, try to
or massive embezzlement.
try and grab as much.
Aha! Telling the truth. Bold move.
I was just saying, grab as many information as you can that we can say that it's a verbal contract that has been.
No. I mean, us embezzle his fortunes.
I mean, you can shoot for that too. After the thing I was saying, for this current in conversation, you can get any evidence of a verbal contract we may or may not have with him that could stand in a court of law that we could drag his ass into and use that as a threat.
Is, who runs the courts on this planet?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd settle for a full load of fuel, some money, and a good look at that Rancor. And my gun.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. How about supplies and fuel for the ship so we can leave? And then maybe, argue for a little bit more information on the Rancor. And then, without any money in it, he might look a little more positively on the whole information deal.
All right. So we'll waive the whole fee for services rendered because, of course, we're utilizing the back to tanks, and those ain't those ain't cheap, and currently we're not being charged for those. So yay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feel free to spend as long as time, get yourself all patched up. Sounds good.
But so yeah, we'll mention the fact that we had a deal, and we'll take some other things in lieu of direct compensation, if that, just the ability to reprovision ourselves, refuel the ship, and take a look at that shiny golden Rancor you have stashed away, and then we'll mention the location because we know it's somewhere else.
All right. So.
Oh, can you do anything about these chips in our head? Which may or may not be explosive?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's point we're going to hit with the first negotiation check first.
Okay. Well, we're in the medical bay, so I think that they'll be able to see them.
That goes against his cunning, doesn't it? I always forget.
I think negotiation is straight up against other negotiation.
Yeah, so it's negotiation, but negotiation works off presence, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Negotiation.
Yeah.
So negotiation, the opposing skill is either negotiation or cool. In theory, you can make it work off of a different stat, but only if it makes sense.
Go for negotiation. So it's 3 red, 2 purple.
Whew.
It's almost like he's a good negotiator, despite what episode 5.
Here's a question.
No, he's a terrible gambler. Is the thing.
Terrible gambler who literally won Cloud City off a bet.
He probably cheated.
True.
If you go off solo, he's a cheat as well.
Yeah.
He's an adequate cheat, a great negotiator, but he has terrible luck.
And one moment.
Did we have an upgrade to that from light side token?
What?
Yes.
So 1 moment before we do anything more. I have picked up the Gambler subclass, and Second Chances allows me to once per. Let me take a look one time. Once per encounter, choose a number of positive dice equal to the ranks of this and re-roll them. So that green that rolled nothing, I'm going to re-roll that.
Nice.
Okay.
Damn.
Straight flat.
Straight flat.
At least you're not straight.
All right.
I mean,
So,
it just could stall.
Failed, but didn't really amount to anything.
He's not even suspicious how you know about the Rancor. He just assumes you heard it from someone.
We know a guy who wants to see it.
How's this going to work? I mean, this is a one-round negotiation, so...
Well, no, we'll open up from there. So, at this point, neither side's won anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, he's not going to give any ground. It's not so he's going to go.
Can he roll a negotiation check against us? For something?
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to go.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
I see what you're saying.
3 red, 2 purple, or versus... or whatever.
I mean, what's your ranks to negotiate, late?
I have 3, and I have 3 ranks and 3 ranks in presence. So I've already blown the one ability that could possibly be useful here.
Alright, so you've got...
Since
So you would just be... So if you're rolling on your side, you'd just be rolling against 3 red.
Just 3 red, right.
And...
Oh yeah, because you upgrade against the green, yeah.
And what's Lando's offer to us on this? Is he going to pull a "you're working for me now" thing?
He used the word offer, so yeah, generously.
Yes, yeah, the fuel's fine. Money, though, I've got so much replacements to do. You know, you can see the state of this place, and like, there's an explosion off in the background. Just
Not our
randomly.
But you know what, y'all? I like y'all because you guys get things done. I like people who can get things done.
Oh God, he's channeling Handsome Jackie a little further. Do I need to shoot him again?
That's essentially where you're going with Gray?
Yeah. So I can get you the fuel. I can give you the chance to heal up. And then, we can get you off planet nice and quietly. How's that sound?
Does he seem to know something about us we don't know about us?
Well, the good news is you've rolled some threat, which you might be able to work with.
So the threat is kind of like, just out of interest, how do you know about the Rancor?
Well, hang on, he's rolling threat, to be fair.
He's the one rolling threat.
That's the threat, is him actually asking about the Rancor.
Well, actually, going back, how did we figure out that Lando had the Rancor?
Right.
Oh,
right. Rolling threat on his roll, that means it's bad for him, not us.
Yep. That's why he's mentioning the Rancor.
He is flat out admitting he knows that he knows about the Rancor.
Oh,
yes, he's basically
he's not playing coy with it. He's actually coming out flat that the Rancor is a thing.
Right. He's just saying that we're not allowed. See, he's more or less saying, "Well, I'm not going to let you see it, so stop asking." But how'd you know?
Well, no, it doesn't say he's not going to let you see it. He kind of ignores it, apart from the fact that he asks you how you know about it, which confirms that he knows something's up.
He's not suspicious about our wanting to know about it. He's just curious as to who told us, so he can.
Well, we can mention that one, the Burger King told us about this Rancor. Two, the criminals told us about this Rancor. And then the Imperials told us about this Rancor, and they all said that Lando guy knew it.
I wouldn't mention the Imperials. I think mentioning the Burger King is a good idea because keeping this criminal syndicate related seems like a good idea. I don't like connecting us actively to the Imperials.
Well, it's not that the Imperial. The thing is that if he has something hot on his hand that the Imperials would want, that would put Cloud City itself at risk.
We could always just tell him roughly the truth, which is some archaeologist nerd told us that he'd bought it or won it off.
Just give him the whole story. Just go on all out with it. Just tell him the entire fucking weird shit of our life.
Absolutely, that sounds great.
Yeah, very brackets weird.
Do you have a chair? This'll take a while.
We're in a hospital. There's plenty of chairs. And his back.
This medical droid just beeps past
with a chair.
With a chair. It's just like firing. If a chair just punts the droid, it's just like ba-dunk, ba-dunk.
Baclang, baclang, baclang.
Alright. So yeah, he's kind of like, you mentioned, how do you know about the Rancor? It's kind of offhand, but you get the thing that, he's
fishing, he's interested.
He's fishing. He's a bit surprised, That wasn't something he was expecting you to ask about.
And Lade is trying to figure out what Lade has muted himself.
Might need somebody else to step in for voice stuff.
He's probably Lade sounds like he's having congestion.
I've had this for a whole week, and I'm just a bit tired, so...
Blade, do you want to do the talking?
Not particularly, because I'm still on tap for maybe embezzling all of his funds.
No.
I mean, this is... Okay, Hey, Mondo, you step forward. I'm currently unconscious, or I would be doing it.
I'm still stuck in a tube, not being able to say anything.
Right, so we're going with the truth, the whole truth, and all of the weirdness associated with the truth?
Essentially, yes.
Parts.
All right, sit down. This is going to take a while. So, this Nerf planet, you know about it, right?
Nerf
Where they
planet,
ship in poop. Don't go there, it smells like
You just described half of it, the outer rim.
The planet's name was...
Well, this guy kind of runs the place under the table. He told us to bring him the Rancor, or he would blow us up. Put something in our necks, and basically that's the story.
Wait. You're talking about Modell?
Yeah.
I don't want to remember anything about that place, so you may be right.
It is Modell, out of character. That's the name of the place.
In character, I don't want to remember anything about that place, so I don't care.
Legit.
Probably.
Right, okay. You didn't run across anybody around you out there, you know. Forgotten the race's name. Where's my notes?
The racer?
Race's name.
Oh, races, okay.
The species.
I thought you were talking about Lando knew that one racer we jacked his ride.
That's a good race. We cheated our arse off.
Yeah, apparently didn't write a note down. Yeah, you didn't meet a young archaeologist, did you? Golden skin, quite pretty.
I don't know about meat so much as Last Rites 4. We did see one. She was in a bad way and died. Terribly sad.
On a doorstep.
Well, in our garage pit, actually.
If it makes you feel better, the guy responsible, we completely screwed him over. I think we killed him? Did we kill him?
No, we killed his lieutenant.
Yeah, we killed the guy who tried to kill us as we were leaving.
Yeah, I think that was the guy.
It depends on who you think shot the person first.
Look,
sorry, I have 2 concussions. I'm not thinking very clearly.
Do I have to come over there and treat one of your concussions?
It would be nice, but no. K-Mondo is doing A-O good. For a guy who has exactly no social skills whatsoever.
You've got more than me, mate. At least you have a presence.
2 dots.
Oh, really? Same as me. Hey, 2 club.
High five. We missed. Bad coordination.
Yep.
So, Gray, what kind of dice are we throwing? That's pretty much the story.
At this point, I'm trying to think. Probably negotiation again. I'll let the best character roll.
Late. What's your negotiation pool again? 4.
Is it the same as before? Do we get those threat forward?
No, the threat's pretty much cancelled out. Cancelled the threat out. You can have
his negotiation roll.
You can have 3 boost dice for telling the truth.
It's so rare for us. It's so rare to hear it. Right?
Tell the truth, good things happen. Maybe. Depends on what you roll.
No one believes that.
It looks like he used a token on that roll, didn't he?
Yeah, so he's got 3.
That's where the green came from.
3 yellow.
Yeah, 3 yellow.
Against 3
red.
3 red, 2 purple. But you get 3 boost die.
Anything else we can add to that?
Thumper looms from his back to
Thumper just presses himself against the glass.
tink, tink, tink.
Is that legal with Gray?
Go on then.
I forget what's loomed.
That's my coercion, and that's 2 in coercion and 2 advantages off the bat.
We could be talking
Okay,
to him
let's just
after
do
we get healed up too.
That's true.
Yeah. Shall we say that a few days has passed before you actually talk to anyone?
How?
So, is my wounds clear? Are my critical injuries yet all clear, Gray?
Yeah,
I'm going to have to make rolls for your critical injuries. I think this is just for the purposes of letting you loom and stuff. We'll handle the medical rolls later.
Alright, so...
You're conscious. We got to the point where you're conscious and at least upright in a medical bed.
So, can I just go down to 17 wounds besides 25?
What? 17 loom?
Well, yeah, I had 26 wounds
he's
before
asking
that.
if you can get back up, basically.
Yeah, I'm
Go
sure you can
from-
put yourself in.
Go from 25 wounds, which is severely over his threshold, down to 17. So
Yeah.
Or 16, which would be basically right
Yeah,
under.
we'll just say you're back to wherever you need to be. Because we'll
All right.
work it out afterwards.
Thumper has an arm cast. He has a neck cast. He's sitting up in a bed. It hurts
Alright.
to talk, so he's not doing it.
fingers crossed. Loom just adds advantages, right?
Yeah, it's 2 advantages.
Well, that's 4 advantages.
Yeah. So it's like, well, not really what I wanted to hear. So you've been picked up by you've been sent here by the what? Burger King?
Nerf King. Yeah, Nerf
Nerf
Burger
King. Nerf Burger King.
Or as he says, the Burger King.
Yeah, well, don't really know anything about him. Did
can
know the
imagine-
archaeologist then. So that's just your engagement in this. You need to go collect that for him, and then he doesn't blow your head off.
It'd be nice.
It's also probably likely that after we get it for him, he blows our heads off anyway. That is.
We'd really like these bombs out.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea. I'd do that. Yeah, good business practice. Why pay someone when you can blow them up already?
That's the kind of the conundrum we're in, that we just need these bombs out of our system.
Do you know why he wants it?
He's convinced it would give him immortal life. He's not exactly in a fit state of health. We never said it was an intelligent solution, it's just what he believes. He's convinced. Well, he was in out of character. I think he was like in a complete life support mech.
Yeah, he was
wasn't
he was in the versions of things that Saul Carrera was in Rogue One. Kind of like the kind of like mobile death life support suit.
He was
Walking
pretty much
around
on
in
permanent
baby
life
first
support.
dreadnought.
Yeah, yeah, very much so. He was pretty much on permanent life support and has convinced himself the Rancor will hold a cure for all his ills.
Alright, so I think it's his time to roll a negotiation against you. Whereas to keep going back and forth.
As he grounds us down,
Yeah.
he grounds us down into working for him and then paying him for the privilege to do that.
Wouldn't it be 4?
Shouldn't there be another
Because,
black dice? Yeah.
Yeah, because
2 from Loom and 2 advantages.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Not do much against the triumph, though. Yeah, kills the advantage. So it's a successful triumph.
Basically, he's got us dead to rights.
Yeah.
So now he wants us to go find the secret of eternal life for him.
Or whatever it turns out he wants to do for him. But we're really thinking it's probably a good idea because he has us by the balls.
So I think I can help you guys. All it require would be the occasional favour. You'd be paying me back for a little while.
This trail too.
Hmm?
You want whatever's at the end of this trail too.
I know what's at the end of this trail.
Christian, you brought up that nice archaeologist lass. Did you know her yourself? We never mentioned her before that.
Please ignore him. He's an idiot.
No, even idiots are right occasionally. Yes, I knew her. And she wasn't an archaeologist.
She wasn't an archaeologist, you said?
No, she was some con woman.
Then who? But she came to you about the Rancor first. What was she doing on the shithole?
Probably feeding the Nerf Burger King the lies about the immortal life part.
Yeah, it wasn't even supposed to be immortal. If he thinks he's getting an immortal life, he was overselling. Probably why she ended up dead. No, the plan's fairly simple, Go to some backwater area, find some schmoes with more money, sell them this kind of, amazing idea that, whatever they want will be solved by the story at the end of this, trail.
You think that the people have met enough aliens to know that alien technology is a bit of a farce?
What?
Again, please ignore him. He's an idiot.
Yeah, he's back to being an idiot now, yeah. So, say once. We give him once a day.
I was just saying that people that have known enough alien species to know this whole thing about mystical alien technology has always been a joke.
Except that wasn't really the pitch.
No, sure, go ahead.
Anyway.
Except that one time it wasn't.
Yeah, but the Starforge was a bit of an aberration in that regard.
True.
So, yeah, you guys have got yourself caught up in somebody else's con. Which kind of gives you a bit of an issue.
I mean, at least we're in on it now, so when we die horribly, it's not going to come as much of a surprise.
Oh god, yeah.
Imagine if you did 2-bit bugs.
Imagine she tried to con you and you'd actually gone off to the hell world we found.
It's that bad, is it?
Oh, yeah. Well, these dead civilizations are 10 a penny. So we just found one that's got a tomb no one's bothered to open, that's somewhere dangerous enough and out the way enough that no one would have gone themselves. And then we've just sold them a line.
Out of character, it's not Malachor, is it?
No, it's just some old random world.
Oh my god.
Okay, I was about to be scared for a second.
Great, that's a quick question. Is a quote-unquote random world that you're making up, or is it a random world you hit a random number generator on until it just popped up with Tomb World?
No, it's one I'm making up.
Okay.
But yeah, no. So, she was supposed to get her out there, drum up some information, find the biggest idiot she could, and then, sell them the information. Then they come here, I'd sell them the Rancor, and then, profit two ways. Of course, she would disappear, and I would just have no knowledge of what the reason the Rancor existed. So even if they came back to me, they wouldn't be able to prove that I was in on it. So it was a perfect con.
Until someone decided to try and steal it by blowing your casino up.
Yeah, but is this the type of thing that the Nerf Burger would do? Is he that dangerous a person?
That's what bugs me. He's very much...
Well, remember that wasn't the Crimson Dawn weren't the only... Not Burger King was the only one interested. The Crimson Dawn were looking into it too.
The attack did come pretty much immediately afterward. I think that was more Crimson Dawn.
Independently of the thing, I think the lady was hyping this too much because there was a bit of a convention going on at the same time. So if she was shopping this around, this probably hit one too many ears, one would say. Well, they have ended up with a bit of a gold rush.
Remember, the person who actually shot her was Kingpin.
Yeah, the person who shot her was Kingpin, but at the same time, there was if she was shopping this idea around, she was shopping it around during the same time an archaeological convention was going on. So enough people who would have interesting ears and new finds would be in the same place.
Of course, there's the fact that who was trying to break into her apartment?
Crimson Dawn.
The Dawn.
Yeah, the Crimson Dawn.
Yep.
I'm assuming you're saying all this out loud, and he's just kind of going, "Oh, Jesus."
So she's basically overhyped this to too many different.
Yeah, whatever the Star Wars equivalent of that is, yeah. I don't
Whenever
know.
Mr.
Mr. Calrissian, you need
Cis
better taste in co-conspirators.
You know, it was just an idea. She pitched it, and I thought she could carry it. But yeah, sounds like she just got overly greedy and just tried to sell it to everyone. Yeah, it could be worse. The Imperials could be on us as well.
Cough.
You think they're not?
That is an Imperial world. We can't exactly rule that out.
Alright, you're going to have to do a bluff on that one.
That's not a bluff, though.
Yeah, but remember, there's one key part we haven't told him yet out of character, isn't there? And that's the whole Imperial angle. So I see
The
why.
big obvious Imperial tracking device mounted in the lounge on our ship that says Imperial property do not touch.
What bluff? Bluff isn't actually a skill. It's deception. I guess?
Deception,
Yeah, bluff would go up.
Yeah, that would be
or
deception.
charm?
I have one rank in deception. It's based off
I've
of cunning,
got
so
two, so
ablative is probably the best.
But you can at
we
least
got
throw him an extra
better
blue die.
cunning.
Can I use coercion for this, Gray?
Honestly, it's best to assume they already know about it.
If we're going to be completely honest, let's just go be completely honest. Just tell him, yeah, we also got hit by the Imperials too.
Oh yeah,
They are.
Also,
They
we
do.
could really
Of course they do.
use a new ship.
There was this weave iron we thought was a pretty nice little chicklin, and it turns out that she was an Imperial officer. She put a big old tracking device on our ship too, so even the Imperials know where we're at this moment.
So you're
Well,
not.
they know we're on the planet anyway.
Yeah, so you're skipping.
Did your
You're skipping
customs guy not
deception.
mention the tracking device?
He just mentioned fish people sushi.
So you're skipping deception, then you're going straight to the
We're
truth.
not hiding it.
I think, yeah, we're going straight to the truth, to be honest, at this point, by the sounds of it. We're not going to bother with the deception.
Yeah, that is fine. Right.
I mean, what is
Is
it?
there anyone in the
This
galaxy?
is the point where we need to counter-sell
Imagine the
this.
conversation goes something like this. Well, at least it's not the Imperials.
You
Yeah,
say
but-
that?
Cough.
That
Wait.
brings us to our second point.
Did they not mention the tracking device?
There's a tracking device.
Yeah,
Is there
needless to say-
anyone in the galaxy who's not after this thing now?
Well, we can hope the
The Old
Galactic...
Republic?
Yeah,
The Republic's been dead for
The
20
Republic.
years.
the
He
Rebellion.
said, he said the New Republic.
I said
The
the Old
Rebellion might
Republic.
not be. If we're
Because
really lucky.
obviously they're dead.
Right.
This. I'm
The
currently having
Jedi?
flashbacks. I'm currently having flashbacks to the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Lando, we're not against helping you work this out, but you can see exactly why we need to get ourselves out this hole as well. So how's about...
I'm going to flip this around. I am safe. As far as anyone knows, all I happen to do is hold a nice old artifact that has some personal worth to myself. You guys, on the other hand, are apparently being chased by half the galaxy
But that
over this
doesn't follow,
artifact.
because the Crimson Raiders have hit your place after following us. The Imperials know that we came here and they know we're connected to it.
How
They're
do I
not
know the
stupid.
Crimson Dawn? The Crimson Dawn might not have been following you. This
Did
could
you
have just
vote?
been. This could have just been Gruntle.
Did you check Gruntle's corpse at all? Maybe he has a PDA on it.
He didn't.
Are we sure about that?
100%.
Hmm?
The amount of firepower we used on him, nothing was left.
Okay.
You know, absolutely nothing that would have identified any of his associates in any way, shape, or form. Out of character.
Now, Londo, I know you're trying to push. Let me drop
Londo?
the accent for a second here, friend. Londo, you know you're trying to push this onto us, but you are equally into this as well. The best thing you could probably do is try to hold a auction on this and hope that people will pop up for buying. But there are more instances of people who will show up looking for this thing and
That's
not have us around.
Actually, great at this
that's a
point.
good idea.
Would this be an appropriate point to replay the recording of Lando telling us that he was in on the whole?
Have you been recording this?
Well, he's been in his computers.
He's
Yeah,
the
Lando's
Cloud City
not
security
Alright,
system right
maybe
now.
an average computer tech, which I'm going to throw a
no.
Either that, or we can just spend our light side point to be saying, "Yeah, of course we were."
I mean, I think the computer's check is more just to access those files from
Yeah.
the system.
It's more to actually be able to do it in a hostile system.
In a heated moment, yeah.
I'm perfectly willing that you be recording anything you're doing with Lando. That's perfectly acceptable.
I think
he
we
knows
did.
damn well I've been in the system, but there's not a damn thing he can do about it.
Recording plays.
Well, actually, there is. Lando's ability, Idiot's Array. Once per encounter, Lando may turn one triumph from a character skill check into a despair.
What?
The fuck?
Okay, this is a good time to point out I actually have an ability that lets me re-roll computers check.
Okay. I've never said reroll a triumph before, but okay. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
The fuck is this shit? Fucking fucking like movie characters, right?
Yeah. So let's go with just recording plays. No triumphs, no despairs.
It's a little grainy. Yeah.
But it's still very identifiably land.
Yeah. You just gotta like hold your hand out. And like the hologram will replay what he's saying.
It's a hologram that comes from a
Alright.
different angle.
Yeah, Bane's avatar will actually snap its fingers and then turn into the recording of land.
I think at this point we're going to go straight back to a negotiation check.
Could we at least have some bonus dice this time? For
Oh god, you
actually
can have a
having
free
really
upgrade,
good
yeah.
Yeah, cool, thank you.
I also spent a light side point.
Good call, yeah. So if we
I like the auction idea. That satisfies everybody.
Yeah, but we have
Except
to actually be able to sell that.
Except the explosion in our necks.
Yeah, true. Alright, so if we're using Dax Dice Pool again, if it's a free upgrade, it's 3 yellows and a green against 3 reds and 2 purples again. I'm just filling up the dice pool now. Gray, are you going to put a token on there?
It's kind of weighted in my direction, so yeah. No, I'm not going to.
Guys, do we want to make that 4 green a yellow?
Yes.
I'm spending a token on it then.
Also take some loom as well.
Which is 2 blue in your case, yeah?
That's 2
It's just 2 advantages.
straight up.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Alright, here's the dice pool then. So that's actually just a flat success.
Good work,
Yes.
Boom.
Yep.
Loom.
Right. So it looks like we're partners then.
As one, one trickle of sweat goes down his forehead.
He's smiling still, but it's obviously forced.
Yeah, he's not smiling with his eyes anymore.
Advantage generated with negotiation trade may be spent to earn additional bonus from the target. So this is basically more. When a triumph, a player may choose to have the target become a major writer or client or a specialist vendor. Nothing here really about like just using negotiation to work out a thing.
That's why we're winging it.
I
For one, am looking for a short, mutually beneficial relationship with this gentleman.
non-backstabby relationship.
Mutually beneficial.
Yep. Everyone walks away alive.
Exactly.
Or if not alive, at the very least in a nice cast.
Alive.
Well, the issue is we're still going to be doing shit that's dangerous independent of this.
So what do we? So where do we go on from here? If this entire thing was a con,
I'm so happy with that.
First, we figure out a way to get our heat off of us.
well, here's the thing: is it possible to say feed? So every faction knows about a certain about this, and Lando knows where the Rancor is supposedly pointing towards, right? So, is it possible that we feed back to each one of our minders independently that hey, this is where the Rancor is pointing to? Is this location? This is this place?
But be careful because the other people have found out.
and we just basically see we can get all three of them invading the same place at the same time, and then we get a nice little three-way pocket war going on.
Just one big punch up, and we're on the other end of the galaxy for.
Except explosives in our neck. That's the main problem.
That's where part 2 comes in. We get Lando to take those out. We get some corpses, stick them in those, and then send those on our current ship out to that planet, which we then crash. So when they come by, all they find is wreckage and body.
I
don't know if crash is a suitable end for the overkill.
I mean,
there has to be survivable bodies. You can't just ram the overkill into the sun.
No. Crash.
See, that would have been suitable.
I'm just considering, like, okay, but you haven't actually looked into this, like, major vault thing, random planet you picked, right?
No, we just picked a world that no one had been to we know's got a bunch of vaults. Yeah, so if they did any research, that they'd find something.
They'd find something, not necessarily.
And then after we set all this up, it turns.
Hey, that's what happened.
And for all we know, that if we do send these people to this random planet that has, these random vaults, if they crack one open, they might actually find an alien super weapon.
Well, chances of that happening are just so small. It's just not even something to even consider. Why would you do such a thing? I mean, come on. Let's not be silly.
Why indeed?
You know what? If we could walk away from that, that's completely over our pay grade. We might as well just say, "Yep, no, that's done," and wash our hands of it. Unless it's something completely and totally above board. Oh wait, I'm not completely and totally above board. That was in character, by the way.
You see, if you're not intentionally doing it,
you
completely forget to do it, and I love that.
Worse, it could be actual personality.
Ouch.
His or mine?
Yes.
If Thumper starts to bleed into your normal personality, I'd really try and get something sorted.
We don't repeat of calculus.
Calculus was just my normal personality bleeding over to the character. Thank you for the issue.
That's terrifying. You realize that, right? That's like genuinely terrifying. But okay,
that is kind of bothersome.
Only if I'm just considering. I had one idea, and that was make it as dramatic as possible. All right.
Oh my God, you succeeded.
I'm never gonna live that fucking character down, am I?
Nope.
No.
But at least you're aware of it.
It's almost like you built a character whose entire point was to be remembered.
That technically is true, though. He did want to be remembered.
Which is why we wrote him out of the history books on purpose.
As hard as you could.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
As far as the few scant records that are around are concerned, the only person on the Death Star when it blew was...
Note to self, do not go on the Death Star.
Well, yes. Death Star.
No matter how many princesses there are to save. Not happening.
I gotta say, this is kind of like a reverse Stalin, where, the most horrible person in history gets, faded out from everything and forgotten. Reverse Stalin.
Honestly, it's better the universe doesn't know how close it was being saved by a giant golden toast.
Shall we continue? Because...
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
I think we've gone a little bit far afield here, yeah?
I don't know.
The gist of it is that we have at least actually established a working relationship here. One where he won't immediately try and murder us, by the sounds of it.
But what's to do next? Question. How do we resolve this where, all parties are led on a wild goose chase? But because we have them hook, line, and sinker.
Well, I was going to say, it's mighty easy for us to lead the Imperials on a wild goose chase because it's our ship they've tagged. All we need to do
All
is
we
just
have
go
to do
a
is,
little far.
well, if we really want to screw with people, all we have to do is just give them the wrong coordinates.
The trouble is that's the
I
kind of
still
thing
like
that
the
work
auction
out.
idea.
The auction idea could work.
You know, a nice big public auction where everyone knows who bought the Rancor of Eternal Life and goes chasing them, not
And
us.
also, we invite everyone who's on our ass about this whole thing.
Exactly. We tell them, hey, Lando has it, and he's selling it in a week. Tomorrow.
He's decided that it's too much of a hassle after he nearly lost his city.
He found out it's worth money.
And he needs to make some capital after an unfortunate incident with the Crimson
And he'd
Raiders.
like to get that money because he thinks it's hideous.
Yeah, it's not...
In fact, it's on record as universe's ugliest statue. Bidding starts at 12 million Imperial credits.
And so we're selling this idea that you could still probably make your con work.
Yeah, it just requires a bit of a tweak.
Yes, and we just
Second lot on auction is the giant pile of skulls from people who tried to steal it from him.
Drac will just need to.
I would point out that it's probably a good idea to hold the auction off planet. Because they're not going to come in just wanting to actually bid.
I mean, is there any reputable Can we get the Hut auctioneers in on this? Because the Huts are really good at escrow.
I mean, it does
Well, let's
Lando...
go. Well, I know somebody on station who might actually be able to help us with the auction. You know, just say we call him up. Yeah, can you send him in? Yeah, the guy from that place. Yeah.
The guy with that place that does the thing.
Yeah.
You know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy, then?
Yeah, no, these guys are criminal underworld. It's great. Yeah, they'll be able to smooth out quite a few problems.
Quick, Thumper, put on this hat.
As you say that, the door opens and a
newspaper.
Another the second Gamorrean you've ever seen, Gamorrean you've seen in a suit, walks in.
Duh?
Wait. What?
Oh boy.
How many bandages does Thumper have on his face again?
I will apply more.
I
mean, I know it's more than one.
Okay. Let's see you, Gray, do a proper English, a certain English accent.
I'm probably just going to go full Scalcer. Calm down.
No, what you doing here?
Thumper, what you doing here?
I got me in a bit of a
thought you
pickle
were
on
dead.
the shore.
Everyone thought you were dead. Your ma, your da, your granda.
I was supposed to be dead. You're the one who told me to be dead.
I meant literally.
Literally be dead. Why'd you put me on that ship and send me off
what was
to
that
poop?
pain?
I don't
That
know,
was
but
me. Sorry about that.
it was quite well timed though.
Yeah, it's very well timed.
Remind me to watch the episode when it gets posted.
I think it must have been you, though.
You're the one who put me on the ship to the poop planet. At least that's what I thought.
That ship was supposed to explode.
The ship was supposed to explode.
Yeah. I put a bomb on it. I paid someone to detonate the bomb. And then, told them to drive the ship into a sun in hyperspace. You're supposed to be dead, man.
Oh, so that's what happened to that other liner. See, I got it confused because I thought you said put me on the 41 ship, not the 14 ship. You know how these things happen.
He never did have a good head for numbers.
Oh god.
Really?
Though.
I'm sorry, Lando. Just a little bit of family business. So, I'm going to take this guy outside, throw him off the station, and we'll be back and we talk business. How's that?
You don't need to throw me off. The people think I'm dead already.
But I know you're not. That's the problem.
But I know you're not dead, and that's the problem.
Wait, why is you knowing I'm me not dead be the problem? Don't you love your son?
Did you miss the part about me trying to kill you?
But that's business, da. This is family.
I mean,
Family is business.
Business, but this is family. Oh no!
I mean, if we needed mid-auction entertainment, I'm pretty sure we have a father-son brawl that we can now televise.
Oh.
Thumper.
This is
You
great.
never got it though, did you? Family is business. You mess with the business, you mess with the family.
But
the
if family
family's
is business, that means you're messing with the family as well. You're messing with the family by messing with me, father.
You've been disowned.
If family
It's
is
like,
business,
yeah, your
why are you throwing me
friend's
away
right.
like this?
Your friend is right. Yeah, we disowned you. We told you to stop it. You didn't stop it. You didn't listen. So now you had to die.
I had to die, but I died already.
For someone who's dead, you're doing a lot of talking, and that was always your problem.
It's because you're talking to me, Don. What am I supposed to be saying with you right here?
He just reaches in and pulls out a pistol.
Oh no!
Da. There ain't no
Oh,
need for
he just
that.
pulled a pistol and Kyle was sitting
Alright.
right there.
Yeah, I was going to say at this point we're going to have to intervene.
Who wants to subdue the mad Gamorrean?
I'm right next. Am I still in the tube getting healed, or
No, we've
We're-
decided everyone's been healed up.
Yeah, you're out.
Everyone doing ambulatory.
Yeah, your crits will handle later. We've assumed you're back to normal wounds and at least function.
I love the fact that
I'm sorry, Lando, but family is family, and I just have to shoot this guy, and then we can get back to business.
Lando, we're a package deal. We need to start alive to be our face.
What about Ma? I want to talk to Ma first. She's the one who's supposed to be the one pushing on all this.
Who do you think set the bomb?
Ma, really now?
Look, you are always the run to the litter.
That's a very out of character. That is a very frightening prospect.
Yes.
I know it's not my place to intervene in other people's business, but I'd be very upset if one of our more competent members ended up getting shot.
He's one of your more
he says.
competent members?
Funnily enough, a Gamorrean is an excellent meat shield.
Oh, just for getting hit. Right. I thought you were talking about talking.
No. We
Oh,
don't
God,
use...
you had me worried then.
No, not talking so much as just standing there and reminding people what comes if the talking doesn't work.
This is spectacular.
See, I turned over a new leaf. I don't do the talking no more. I let others do that for me.
Look, Mr.
Here, let me get my heavy blaster, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about.
Look, Mr. What was your name, sorry?
It's clearly Crusher, father of Thumper.
Crusher?
Right, Mr. Crusher. Look, clearly there's some bad blood between you and him. However, Lando is an excellent business proposition for you, and it needs all of our team in one piece. And unfortunately, for good or ill, he's a part of our team. So at least, can you hear Lando's proposition out before we get a little too ahead of ourselves?
And then you can get back to killing him later.
And
And then we can get back to patricide.
Is patricide where you kill your kid,
No.
or is that what you
No,
Patricide.
patricide is where you kill your
Patricide.
father.
patricide is killing your dad, fratricide is your brother.
In fact,
I was making a veiled threat at that point.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I
We
mean,
have a-
there's
we
how
have a
many
lot
of
of
us and
sides.
one of him?
Well,
Yeah,
the
that's
thing
the point.
is, though, he's still a Gamorrean.
He's still very. If I'm on the right in the litter, this man must be very large.
I mean,
We have a Trandoshan and a Wookiee.
I'm also kind of hoping that Lando at some point is just going to start remembering, oh, yeah, this guy's threatening someone I need to work with for this plan to get this goddamn Rancor off my back.
To be fair, Lando's point of view at this point is he needs to work with you. He doesn't need to work with all of you. As long as like one of you's still alive, he can carry on. So I think at this point, if you're going to, let's have a.
I mean, at least it'll be easier to negotiate than Lando.
I'm trying to figure out which way, how to do this, because you're asking Lando to intercede, aren't you?
Well,
All right,
I was appealing
be right
directly to
back.
him.
I gotta go.
I was appealing
Well, not-
directly to him to wait to listen to Lando before trying to shoot him. So actually, no, I was trying to negotiate with him directly.
All right,
Although,
go for him. No,
I'm
negotiate
still-
with him then.
Are we still using Dak's dice pool, seeing as he would be doing this if he was...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I wish Late was here. At least he heard the joke.
That's the thing. Late is here. He's just.
We can't
Okay.
talk properly.
Yeah. In which case, what's his...
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm here. I'm just yeah.
Sorry, man.
You're here. You're just not having the best of time.
No, not really. Sorry.
No, it's all right, man.
Sorry,
do what you
man.
gotta do. So, what is our man, Mr. Crusher? Dies inside. What a fucking name. What is our man, Mr. Crusher's defense against this?
I think he'd be a smuggler baron. Is probably the best thing.
So- I was about to say no. You should argue to be called what you've worked so hard to do. It's Dr. Crusher.
Okay, if
He
this
didn't
only
go-
had
he
Don't make
didn't
me
go
want to find out
6
where you
years
live.
and
Gray over in the Star Wars chat. I think I have a picture for my for my dad.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Right,
Fucking
1 second while I grab
excellent.
that.
Oh, that's marvellous.
It's just doing slowly. Right, I'm going to have to actually copy. See if we can save that.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is.
I do love the fact I actually got that one out. That was business. This is family.
I was kind of hoping that mentioning you were that Thumper is, surprisingly competent would get him interested in seeing how.
And then we decided.
It's English. It's English relatives. It's really hard to shift them from their pre thoughts or their
Preconceptions.
preconceptions on you when you're the runt of the litter.
Yeah, true enough.
All right.
That's my da right there. Just give him a bit more of a piggy face, and that works.
Yeah, and the suit's not as patched.
What a charmer.
He's clearly a working man.
Yeah, he built this syndicate from the ground up. Literally, he ground his enemies up and built it on that.
The negotiation against his negotiation. Do you have anything in negotiations? Apparently not. So, give him 4 purple. Is there a difficulty for this? Right, if I just double copy out my Smuggler Baron for my NPCs and then just make him a little bit more Gamorrean. You guys still hear me? I'm going to take that as a no. And Discord Splash once. Right, I got back in.
We were apparently playing out this entire time without you here.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
we were talking. We were talking that I was talking about this was family business, and he was saying like I would have a family, but my father doesn't have something against that. I'd be having a son.
And then a number of pounder puns emerged.
My mom named Grinder, my granddad named Krumpa, my son would be named Pounder, but if I actually had one.
Anyway, what's this guy's
4
Defense.
purple.
Or purple. Okay, I will
4
roll that
purple.
then.
He doesn't actually have any skill. I'm just making Crusher a little bit more.
Are you spending a dark side on this, Brett?
Shoot! He has tattoos too.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I will spend a dark side on this one.
Roger that. So we're dealing with, will Loom apply?
I'm not looming on my own da. No, thank you
Good
very
point.
much.
Good
Why
point.
not?
For a second there, I heard "Will lube apply?"
Oh,
Oh dear God.
Oh dear God! Why?
Jesus. And on that note,
Why
I'm
would
rolling
you
a
say
no.
that?
No.
Okay, so 3 successes and 2 threat on him. To
I
convince
get
him to at least hear Lando's proposal.
Did I get a double or something on my father? No, I only got a 31. I only got a 13.
I don't even know anymore, mate. You could. I don't know. Just like I don't know. I'm
I was
sorry.
No problem.
I'm confused.
I'm surprised Dad wants to kill me.
This is an obligation. It's not like it's supposed to be good for you.
The man does have a point.
Alright. So the threat. It's like, alright. I'll listen. You know, if this is good, then maybe I can put shooting you back a couple of days. Maybe to the end of the meeting.
And then I'll get around to killing my son.
It's fine. He's got others. Not that you're important.
Kinstripe is never fun.
Alright. So, make this good.
Who's making this good?
Well, I was sort of assuming Lando would, but suddenly I think it's not going to be Lando, is it? Alright. We're going to run an auction for what used to be an exceptionally valuable, dusty old statue in Lando's basement that's now become an exceptionally valuable statue that other people want, which means that Lando could build it for an exceptionally high cost to these people. We're going to be some of the in-betweeners to make sure the people who need to be there get there for a whole host of reasons. What we need you to do is to help Lando set this up with certain people that you know.
Right. So, how hot is the merchandise?
Well, right now it's sitting in a vault in Lando's... Well, one of Lando's vaults, sorry. So immediately not very.
Well, no, it's very hot because everyone wants it.
Oh, sorry, nonsense.
The Imperials want it. The cartels want it.
I should just like to point out that in Star Wars, hard merchandise refers to
To what?
To what?
sentience.
Well, leaving that implication aside.
Well, it's usually used by bounty hunters bringing in.
Oh, yeah, it is. It usually is. Anyway. It's a very valuable item wanted by the Crimson Dawn, a few other hot factions, the Nerf Burger King. You know the major name. It's a valuable piece. And you know what that means? If multiple people want something that's very valuable, the price goes up.
And they might be willing to wanting to kill for it.
Some of them are.
They almost seems as if they have already tried to burn down Cloud City for it.
They were definitely willing to die for it.
Like that big that big Rancor fella outside. I helped with killing that,
Yeah, thank you, Tumper. But you get the point. It's an exceptionally valuable piece, and you can drive demand with it.
Yeah. That seems like something we'd be interested in. Business has been a bit slow. Mainly because of him. But I still don't see why I need him alive.
Because it's a hot piece, and we got a lot of people who are frankly trying to steal information out of us and out of Lando. So we need him to make sure that we don't die before Lando gets it to auction and it gets to the people who needs it to be.
And people think I'm real dumb. If people think I'm real dumb, they won't take me seriously at all. And with that means I can do things that are smart when the people think I'm dumb.
Stop talking.
They do that thing where they estimate you, but not as highly as you actually are.
He just brings his pistol around and just shoots you.
Oh, yeah.
Just in the maybe at your feet rather than actually shooting you.
Okay.
Did he shoot me around where my feet are, or shoots me in the foot?
Probably
the light blaster pistol, right?
Yeah, it's a heavy blaster pistol. Yeah, it's probably around your feet as opposed to actually into your feet.
You'll hear a small panic squeal.
Look, we need him alive as a bodyguard for the people who will be helping on our end set this whole show up. Clearly you've got issues with the guy, but right now we need him alive. So, while
Honestly, I
I'm more than
think that was
happy-
perfectly justified.
Yeah. So while I'm more than happy for you to
He's
ask him to
nodding.
shut up, while I'm more than happy to ask him to shut up, please don't actually.
Okay. Tell you this, I won't shoot him till the end of the auction. After that, bets are off. Start hunting him again.
Wait, you were hunting me in the first place?
No, because we
Accomplish.
thought you were dead.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're always been a disappointment, Thumper. And apparently, you even trying to death, you can continue to be a disappointment.
Oh, it's like kicking a small puppy repeatedly.
No, it's funny.
And we're saying this in character.
Oh, I'm not. I'm trying to keep a straight and formal face. All right.
In
If
this
that's what
case,
it's
the
gonna
puppy
take-
is like 6 foot tall and has a
Yeah,
big face.
6-foot green puppy with tusks. Yeah.
Thumper really wants his dad's approval. Just
I don't
can't
think he's
never
gonna
get
get
it.
He's not going to get it. I hate to break to you at this juncture. You're not going to get it.
I know, but it doesn't mean he doesn't want it.
Best way to get your father's approval? Shoot him a bunch of times.
No, little shoulder devil. You shut that right now.
After the auction.
We'll get around. Look, Thumper and his father will probably get around into a nice therapeutic family brawl just to set things straight afterwards, but not right now.
We can have the Gamorrean standoff when we're done dealing with the guys who want to kill us.
So,
Do you not notice the problem there?
What we need from you, Mr. Crusher, as said, if you could set that up, we'll make sure that Thumper doesn't do anything stupid until the auction's done. Because he is our responsibility.
That's an
currently, and
impressive claim.
We've kept him in check for quite some time now. You could say we've gotten used to it.
A month and a half?
Dare I say,
A little bit more than that.
Yeah.
So that was in space. I mean, that's easy.
I'm trying to think back to what if
he was the muscle for our garage back on Ship Planet.
Yeah, he's been with us for a while. He's not like our recent pickup.
They did pretty good for us with getting this smuggler house back together.
I'm trying to think of all the dumb shit I've actually done. Anything really dumb. Beyond the accent.
Surprisingly, outside of being very annoying, you've not actually been all that bad.
Yeah, you haven't actually fucked anything up, Coloss.
You tried to intimidate the lieutenant that one time and failed miserably, but that was more of a fail than a dumb.
Yeah, exactly. That was just bad dice luck.
Yeah, that was just him actually being a complete psychopath.
And it led us chain perfectly into setting that guy up to take a fall.
Indeed.
So this is essentially English relatives never being satisfied with anything.
What we're saying here is paradoxically, Tampa is somehow. No, I can't finish.
No.
He's a valuable member of our team.
I was about to say Tampa is somehow one of the smartest members of the party, but I just
No, he's competent at what he does, and what he does is thumping.
Yeah, steady on.
All right, we'll get around to.
Having succeeded in that, have we at least managed to get this guy on board, right?
Yeah, for now. He's not going to forget his vendetta, but he's not going to go shooting up now and still make some money.
That'll do.
Right, so what's the plan? Who have we got to get here?
We have to find a venue first.
Not here?
Considering how hot the item is, we don't want to run the risk of having the auction here. Given, what just happened with one party trying to nick it out from under Lando's nose.
Right. So, what we wanting then? Somewhere that's... And Lando's kind of stepping in as well at this point, yeah. Well, we've got two options. We've got, middle of nowhere, spaceship, world no one's ever set foot on, or we pick somewhere that everyone's heard of but has some sort of, reason you don't want to pick up, a hut world, imperial world.
I mean, a hut world seems like a sensible choice just on grounds there's a wonderful variety of people who are interested in this.
Somewhere
hut world sounds good to me.
We could go with Hoth.
That frozen rock. I guess no one's exactly going to expect an auction out there if they don't already know about it.
It's fairly neutral
I guess.
on account of no one being there.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah,
there's
maybe.
even some infrastructure left over.
This is before, out of character, this is before the rebels have made their base, or during.
I'm pretty sure this is after, actually.
Yeah,
Like,
this
they
is
got pushed out of Hoth like a month.
Darn.
Yeah,
I was
but
hoping it was before the Imperials raided Hoth, so we could jump in on a nice rebel base.
no, this is why it actually works better for us that they have kicked places.
Oh, well.
No one's going to expect anything out of them after the Imperials have been through Wrecked Shop and come back out the other side again.
to be honest, it's probably the only reason you've heard of Hoth is there was a battle there.
Is that
Yeah.
the Imperials
Valid point.
knocked over a rebel base?
Yeah, it could work off. It's not too far from here. No one's going to wander in if they don't want to, because the Imperials have mined the place.
But equally, it's not going to be that hard for anybody who knows what they're doing to get there.
No, I'm pretty sure we could swing that. It's going to take some little while. I need someone to recce out the location.
I'm guessing he's looking at us.
Yeah. And also we need to do something about those little bombs in your head.
Yeah, that'd be appreciated.
Well, I ain't got anything here. That type of text. Pretty damn illegal. And quite finicky, so we might have some ideas what to do about that.
As long as we keep checking in with bullshit, we should be good for a while.
Until he pops our brains off.
Until the auction is announced anyway, at which point he'll probably just pop us and...
But hang on a minute, out of character. Don't we want the guy to go to the auction anyway? So surely we'd want to tell him about the auction.
What I'm saying is...
We're going to.
Tell him, and then he would pop us because he doesn't need us.
Well, that's only if we get the things out of our heads. We haven't got the things out of our heads by the time we tell him about the auction, surely. Surely if we get the things out of our heads and then tell him about the auction, it doesn't matter because we'll have the things out of our heads and he won't be able to do it.
That was more or less what I was saying. Basically, we want to get these things out before we announce the auction, but we don't really have to worry about them until just before we announce the auction.
Okay.
Now, a good question is, who do we want to tell about the other interested parties? Because that's got to be worth something to them, knowing that other people are going to be showing up for this.
Always just say that we found a list of current bidders.
I think we should just tell the Imperials about the Crimson Dawn and Nerf Burger King. Because of everybody involved in this, they're the ones who are more likely to, be actually willing to do us a favor.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, if we want to try and wipe all three of these, not wipe out the Imperials, obviously, but if we want to severely reduce the other two's capacity to inflict violence upon us, we might want to tell them all so they actually come in force.
We're trying to induce a three-way war here via, being the unassuming middleman that they've all sent out. We just have to report to each one of them we found, enemies over the horizon, and they're big and tough with, lots of guns, so bring your own shit. Because these people want it too. And hopefully they'll both tell us to take the other side out, so we'll basically, be in a fight with our own side. But it's hard to think here.
All right. If you don't have the kit on hand, do you know someone who does have the kit?
Yeah, it could be anywhere. You have to go black market.
The kid? Or which one's the kid?
We're talking about how to get the bombs out.
The bomb
kit. The bombs again. Yeah. Okay.
Probably bombs.
Because the other kid I remember is the tiny little.
Yeah, you just misheard the word. Is all.
Yeah.
Got some ideas. Yeah, there's a few places. None of them nice, however. You know, the type of people you need are black market experts, and they don't tend to just work for nobody. And I don't even think I can get you in a connection. Not my type of people. Friends of friends, heard about them, but never really dealt with them myself.
Your friend of a friend, a possible contact we could use then?
Let me guess, he just turns and points at Crusher.
No, it's not. It's not that bad. No, I'm pretty sure I can come up with somebody. Just give me a little bit of time.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna need time anyway.
Yeah.
Well, after what's his face upstairs, we've still got a few holes to plug in the rest of us, so we can play with time.
Okay. Yeah, right. So, you get yourself back to being healed, try not to get your head blown off, you know, and then we'll go from there.
Avoid family feuding.
Yeah. Good luck with that one. I think he wants to kill you.
Really, you don't say.
I don't know why. Why is he just so disappointed with me?
Dumper, that's a conversation for a very different time period. In fact, possibly
He
the
kind
time
of
period
unrolls a list.
yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting from that conversation, really. On the bright side, we know he's a good recorder. All right, Gray. It sounds like I actually need to start rolling to heal people, unfortunately, doesn't it? Okie doke. Well, I can't heal myself sanely.
Can we? Is there a doctor in the annals that we could have, like, say, the doctor do a healing check?
I'm hurt, sir. I'm hurt.
Oh, I mean, there may be
No, everyone
an
else
NPC.
is hurt. That's the problem.
There may be an NPC. There may be an NPC doctor that can use a larger dice pool to remove the massive amount of crits we all have.
Either that, or just give us a load of boost dice. Actually, to be fair, we could use the on-site doc to treat my crit, seeing as I can't treat mine, obviously.
126.
Well, you can.
He is a druid.
We're on a hospital in a first world place.
No,
Yeah.
I've got a medical droid.
Woohoo!
I also have stats for Droidica.
No,
Woohoo!
On
Gray,
the other
no.
So it's a medical
side,
droidica?
yes.
Yeah, it rolls in, piles up its shield, and
medical
It's just got thousands of needles.
And opens
full of
fire with his
back-
healing dart gun.
Yeah, like back to chain beetle gun. Oh lord, it hurts. It makes so much sense. That's a thing in Star Wars.
And starts yelling about the blue team being terrible.
Builders League United is better than Red.
Oh, them fighting words, sir. Them fighting words.
Which team did I random to again?
Right, its medicine is 2 yellow and a green, so if that helps boost you in any way.
2 yellow and a green. Okay, I think that's just going to be a blue die, to be honest, because I think I'm... 1 minute. Actually, no, his is actually better. I'm 1 yellow and 2 green. So, presuming that I'm using his dice for a sec, that's 2 yellow and a green. I'd give the droid a blue. Alright. Who's got crits remaining beyond me?
I've got 2 level 1 crits.
2 level one.
I have a level 3 crit.
Okay, you're a priority. Anybody else?
I'm level 1, but I'm also a droid.
I have crippled, headringer, on the brink, and winded. So 3, 2, 2, 3, 2.
Really got the shit knocked out of you.
Okay, Temper's going first.
No kidding.
We're going to get on the brink off your hands as well, because Jesus, that's a bad one. So that's
I think that was a cinematic blaster pistol shot that could have killed you.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of glad it missed.
It would have been that bad, would it?
Yes.
And he died.
Yes. God damn it.
And his dad mutters something about still a disappointment.
As my dad mutters.
Yeah, you die from getting shot in the foot, so...
Yeah, that was
What was that guy again?
Crusher?
No, not Crusher. Morton Joe. What was his thing he said?
He shouted an awful lot of things. You may have to be more specific.
Disappointing.
Yes,
Was it disappointing?
No, mediocre. It was
Mediocre.
That's the word, yes.
Oh my
Mediocre.
god, did you people really not?
Do you really what?
I'm just impressed you managed to forget that.
Anyway, Gray, on that one on Tumper, are you going to upgrade?
No, I won't upgrade any medical checks.
Thank you. Alright, Tumper. The wounds are relevant from the successes, but on the brink's gone.
Yay!
Who was it who had one other free crit? Was it you, Kay?
No, I only have a pair of level 1s.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I vaguely remember somebody else had a level 1 crit, but I don't remember who it was. Sorry, level 3 crit.
I'm also crippled.
Yeah, I know, but I can't just only heal you. There's a lot of people here who need a lot of patching up.
I got you.
It's also a minimum time between.
Oh, yeah, treatments too, isn't it?
Yeah, Zeb's got a
Zeb had level
crippled.
3.
Yeah, level 3.
There it is.
Alright, cool. Ooh, okay. I don't make anything worse, but that one's sticking around.
I'm still crippled.
Yep, sorry.
Everything is
At least you're not blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I did definitely unblind you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Kay now has a relative easy one to remove for 1. If I can remember how dice work. It's a bit of a even guess at this.
Pick them up, throw them at the ceiling.
Okay, so, Gray, I had 2 level 1 crits. Can we say they're both gone that triumph?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Wounds
Back
as
to
well,
normal.
or?
And now the medical droid needs to do me, so doesn't get my bonus blue, and it's a difficulty 2. So do you want to roll that, Gray, or should I roll for myself?
Yeah, I will that.
Okay.
Beep boop. Beep 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 beep. Activating mammalian database.
No, abort. Thank God for that advantage, otherwise it would have succeeded.
Something happened.
It tried to
Continue
use the
seeing this
Wookiee
error
data
message.
on him.
Right, okay, so given that I can't heal Bane. I can do mechanics on Bane, but I think there's somebody who's better at mechanics in this party, to be honest. And I think that's all the people with crits who
Wherever
I can now-
added his character that.
Yeah. Dak, you don't have any crits, do you? No, sorry, he's not here. Well, he's not able to talk, sorry. I think that's it then. I think that's medics for this round. I can't heal anybody currently. So, Gray, what do you want to do?
Right, so that takes probably a few days. You could hang around for longer if you wanted.
If we get another round of crits deduction, I would love to have that.
Someone really doesn't like being crippled, do they?
I kind of need this arm to hold the shield.
Oh, so bloody whiny. All right. Are people prepared to stick around long enough for me to do another round of crit attempts?
I mean, it's not like we're going anywhere really fast. I mean, they still have their own things they need to do, unless
Unless Gray says otherwise.
unless that or Late has to call the the Nerf Burger King or something. I mean, how long? How much downtime can we finagle?
Well, we could just say that it's taking us a lot longer than we thought to fully.
Yeah, that would be.
investigate the whole festival.
Yeah, that would probably be a deception check on the Nerf Burger King's minion or whatever it is, just to spin it out that you're doing your job. But
What kind of difficulty?
probably a red and a purple, so not too hard, but with a chance of catastrophic failure.
Just be grateful we have light side tokens at this point, and it's a minion and not him answering the phone lines.
Catastrophic failure! Yay!
Just the normal kind.
Can I loom over the phone?
That wouldn't help because it's only advantages. I mean, more advantage would help, I guess, but.
And you give your things like, look, the boss is expecting results. You mess around too long, and we're going to have to press the button, and one of you is just going to go kablooey. Don't know which one. We like to leave you up to random chance.
Okay, we need to get moving.
So, no time for a second crit check. And fair enough. Sorry. Sorry.
Well, no,
Vampire.
I think I can finagle that out, but we only get the one.
The one.
Okay, fine. Let's do him first then. Presumably I still have access to the droid, so we'll use the droid's pool. God fucking damn it.
Why?
Sorry, the droid is not rolling, okay?
Yeah.
That's totally what's happening here. Hey, on the bright side, Grey gets to roll against the droid for me now, my 2 crit, which is probably going to decapitate me or think I'm a cow. Oh.
Yeah, this time you keep telling it, like,
Insectoid species.
insectoid species. Loading GAND database.
Oh, fucking hell. The fact that works out.
Error. Subject is not GAND. Loading Verpine database.
Close enough.
Error does not exist.
Error, damn's not given.
Just apply back to.
That's good enough. Alright. Does anybody quickly want to do a mechanics check on Bane while we're at it? And then I think we're good to go then.
That'll even just be a difficulty 1 check.
Oh, shit. Well, I might as well do it then while I'm here.
Where is crippled in the book?
Crippled is one limb is selected by the GM. Crippled until healed or replaced. Increase difficulty of all checks that require use of that limb by 1.
What's the tip? How much can I get to get my arm replaced?
A lot.
You don't need to get it replaced, you just need to get it not broken.
Gonna have to be doing all this while having a cast on.
Can't believe I cannot roll difficulty 1 fucking medical check. 2 to 3s, great. 1s, botch those. Marvellous. Yeah, sorry. I can't fix Bane's thing currently. Evidently, I brought the wrong kind of screwdriver.
Why is it a Phillips head? Why?
Exactly. It's like Bane's got
Who put this together with Alan?
No, it's one of the security
Who
screws.
uses few Phillips heads? These things are garbage.
It's actually an Allen key, but you've got like a set of 400 Allen keys, but none of them actually fit.
Oh, gosh. Even worse.
Imperial. This one's metric. This one's rebellion. Here's a Republic set. Balls, it's hut. I need a hut Allen key.
No.
A
You
Halland
need separatist. No, you need separatist.
Separatist, right.
They don't even make those anymore.
What's this doing with a Mandalorian Allen key?
Ah shit, this one's a rivet.
Anyway, so yes, you've healed everyone as much as you can without worrying about your heads exploding. So, what's your next move? Which of the 2 plots are you following first?
What are the 2 plots currently unavailable right now?
Are you going to Hoth to look after the look at the possible site, or are you going to go see somebody about you having your head not explode?
Heads not explode.
Yeah, I'm real keen on it. The trouble is, heads not exploding is definitely personally better. It'll be harder to sell as a delay to the Nerf King. That's my one worry about going to have our heads.
To be honest, you shouldn't be selling. Oh, by the way, we're bringing it slow. We're taking the bomb you put in our heads out.
Well, not like that, but inventing a reason. You know?
Yeah, it's going to be harder to invent another delay for the.
But I would still vote for getting the bombs out, to be honest, at this point, now that we actually have somebody who's a moderately trustworthy arrangement going on here. Lando actually needs us alive, so if we can rely upon him to not kill us while we get the bombs out of our heads, so much better.
Right, so you go out to Lando after probably a week. Yeah. Mostly wounds are healed up. You're not massively dead. Just
Only
partially
most
dead. Mostly dead. Mostly harmless. But right, yes, I did some digging, and this type of tech is quite nasty. If there's some bombs in there, you probably don't want any old person just monkeying around. Just
No,
boom.
completely accurate.
What happens?
I'll tell you, I found some images when I was doing my research, and it is messy.
This is scanners on loop over and over again.
He pulls it up, and this guy's head just like, scanners up, just does splat, and it's just on loop splat. 3D hologram as well.
All right, I'm just kind of looking at it and go, yep.
But on the other hand, managed to get a name, someone who might be able to help you out. Dearest.
Well, that's a name that inspires confidence.
Yeah, it'd be fine. Apparently, he's got at least a 56% success rate on all this.
It's better than average.
Yeah, best I could find. Yeah. Apparently, most people do this with remote droids. So when the person blows up, they don't die, they just use a droid. But as you know, droids are limited in their capabilities. No present company accepted, of course.
Excuse me, I ain't a droid, I'm just using one.
Oh, okay.
He values his privacy.
Well, I also value keeping my head on my shoulder.
Oh, yeah, I'm assuming they haven't put a bomb in your head.
Oh, I'm not worried about those.
Did they put a bomb in his droid, though?
I put a bomb in the droid.
Speaking of which, when we get back to the ship, I'm gonna need to back this thing up.
Always a good plan. Right, there's only one problem. Dash is a little bit of a walk animal.
Like we ain't all anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. And is currently on the run and got into hiding somewhere. But from what I can tell, he's the person you want. I say either that or you take a 20% chance of walking out there with your head still attached.
I'll take the 50. We'll find the 50 guy.
If he's that good, he's that good. Where was he last then, before he went off the grid?
Let's just get the map.
Mustafar, huh. Interesting place to go on the run, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess.
That's last time we saw him.
Hey, didn't we come from Mustafar?
No, you came from Model through Dola.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah. Mustafar, in the canon, isn't that like that lava-ridden hellhole where the Geonosians have
Mustafar is where Darth Vader currently lives.
Oh.
Not like we're going to run into that man that we actually know anything about.
Or actually, by this point, he might have moved to the execute. Point is, it's kind of a hellhole even without Vader around, and the Imperials are going to have one hell of a presence if he is.
I don't think a war criminal would be hiding in a place the Imperials would be so omnipresent.
It probably would be the best place for a war criminal to hide, though, because, what would be the last place where they would look?
Well, the thing is, whether he's there or not, Mustafar is also the only actual lead we have.
Valid.
So we're gonna have to go there anyway, either to find him or to find out where he went.
Well, much of a choice then. Mustafar it is.
All right, I think that's everything for today then.
Still got half an hour.
Yeah.
We can figure out what to do next.
Well, I say we try and, I mean, I know there's no sort of 40k shenanigans with warp travel, but we've still got to get to Mustafar, I imagine.
Yeah, which will be a fair jump, actually, I think. Doors are open. Right, where's the bigger map? Stop opening up random images, god damn it. Come on, there we go. Yeah, to get to Mustafar, you're going to have to go pretty much down to either across to Eridu and then down there, or Terminus and up. Or plot your own route. That could be fun.
Let's
Yeah, I'm
not
not
and
that
say we did.
confident.
It's not like the Imperials will realize that our ship is going in a very specific direction and ask us to, pick up some milk and cookies or give a certain Vader a lift or something.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. If Lando lends us a different ship, then as far as the Imperials are concerned, we're still on Bespin investigating land.
That would be a thing. I just would like to have the idea that we land on Mustafar and we're on the way out. Basically, Vader walks on board.
Can you pick up
Yeah,
Darth
if that
Vader's spare
happens, I
helmet
think-
and extra set of cloaks?
And roll a really good disguise check.
Are we allowed to say no?
No.
No.
Are we allowed
Then
to
yes.
say no to anything they say?
Yes.
Oh, theoretically.
However, it's a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's about right. Sob.
Soon. Yeah.
Right, so zoom.
Zooming
Zooming across some
Space.
galaxy. Into space.
Hey, at least our fuel costs are paid for.
Yeah.
Quick question: how do you, what's the thing you do again for your own crits again? Can you will them close or something?
What? No, crits.
Once
You're a
per,
Jedi.
once per week, you can make rest and recovery. You can make a resilience check against it.
You mean so against 3?
Yeah, in your case, it'll be 3.
Nope, can't close it with my brain yet.
Alright, this is going to be a good, few days travel, I think.
Yay. Few days travel.
Yay.
Kind of burn half your fuel. Because either way you go, it's going to be quite a route.
Feel sad because my da hates me.
Feel sad.
Hopefully use a couple of those days that we can
insane.
actually heal. How long does it take before we can do checks for crits again?
Crits was once a week, I
Once
think.
a week.
And
Just
this
wounds was
what?
once a day.
Yeah, I think all of us are pretty well healed up on the wounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I heal an extra one every time I try to heal.
Wounds have been absolutely cleaned out. That at least we don't have to worry about. This is crits only at this point.
Yeah. I can't remember. Was it my arm or leg that got mashed?
Here's your arm.
Ah, right. My shield arm.
My shield arm too.
Yeah.
I need to get me one of those shields.
Riot shields are friggin' useful. Why do you think I've played 3 games and had 3 riot shields?
Yeah.
Yeah, all at the same time?
Right. Duh,
Huh?
ho, 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 ho.
You said at the same time?
3 games, 3 riot shields.
He was making a bad joke.
Yeah. So, shall we
Yes,
call it a week
I know.
then to
I
give
got
you
it.
the-
I didn't want it, so I gave it back.
You want to call it a week? Great, it's fine by me.
Yeah,
Week
call
is
it a
good. We
give
can run
you-
the engine's cool. More efficient that way.
So,
You hear a certain crunch and pop as Thumper takes his arm and straightens it out.
And then has to take a nice lie down because of the pain.
Yes. I'll show my dad that I'm a big boy.
Crunch!
I'm not going to kill my father, but I'm going to try and get his respect, which is probably the worst way to do it.
Alright.
If he suddenly finds himself respecting you, he will have a heart attack and die.
The best way to get his respect: take a shock gauntlet, attach to his face, and then turn it on.
That might be the only way to clear out my real obligation to my old man. It's just, we get into a beating the hell out of each other. But we'll
fighting.
It's the English way, Gray, where you just basically down a half a pint of gin and just break the bottle over your old man's face.
You really think we've odd choices are life?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
We don't tend to beat on our family.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about your. I'm talking about your. That's more like the dog worker scouser part. There's a joke here. I gotcha.
I'd like to apologise to all Scousers watching this broadcast.
Both of them?
Again. Point taken.
I still love the line. That was business. This is family.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Alright, so you arrive at Mustafar.
What a wonderful place.
Scenic hotspot of the galaxy. I mean,
Yummy.
Yeah.
Slightly burning on fire. It's gotta smell that great that great ozone in the atmosphere.
And on the left, we can see where Vader got born.
Oh, I wonder who that black figure is down there by the lava flow, looking very forlorn.
No. We are not summoning Vader down on top of our heads. We have enough troubles as it is. Thank you.
But that would be the more hilarious part.
It was
Clearly the Force ghost of Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, better still.
He died here.
From a certain point of view.
Wasn't going to say it.
God damn it. Really? Of all the references you can make, that's what we're going with?
Oh, yeah.
Just because Vader would exist in the area wouldn't mean we would have to fight him. It would just be something hilarious to fucking
fight.
Are you
I'm getting back in our spaceship and flying away in my spaceship.
If Vader shows up, fight is not on the menu.
No.
Okay, Gray, just roll the 70. I want to know what the hell it was for.
nothing.
Bullshit.
It wasn't a
Bullshit.
99, so it isn't Vader. What kind of dark force creatures are on this planet? Are they the dragons, or is that someone? No, that's
I don't
Tatooine.
think Mustafar has
Yeah, I
dragons.
think
Mustafar has
it's-
two separate
dark
alien
side.
races.
And I'm wondering which one is angry with us.
Oh,
Well, probably
Yeah.
whichever one we landed in the backyard.
Only the flame krakens. Flame krakens.
Oh, is that all?
The lava kraken.
is that all?
You don't need much more than flame krakens, do you, really?
No.
They suffice.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So
Sob,
weird happened to
sob.
Fantasy Grounds.
Uh-oh.
Sob.
Can you hit it with a
Let's get
stick?
it over here.
Yeah, there we go. So, you come into what looks like... Yep, is this a better or worse place?
I mean, if it doesn't smell of shit and farts, it's a slight upgrade.
Looks better than Poop Planet.
Yep.
No poop. No one we owe money to. I like it already.
Probably
Just a lot of
roughly
fire.
the same amount of carbon dioxide.
Eh.
I mean, where does
Do you
the
think there's more or less carbon monoxide?
where does the air? Where does the oxygen come from again?
They don't answer questions like that.
Stop thinking so hard.
Some of those fires are very, very weird.
How is it just burning the monoxide? I don't know.
Space magic, midichlorians, all of
Yep.
the above.
Space midichlorians.
Fucking
Space
bizarre.
magiclorians.
This place was
I
was
mean,
was
About a quarter of the planet appears to have either ice or a cloud cover.
I think that might be suit.
That's that side's the really volcanic side.
I just gotta say the if this place had a spinning metal core, it must be going fucking super fast at the moment.
I mean, this is basically just Venus, but with a hell of a lot thinner atmosphere. So it's entirely possible there is quite a bit of oxygen.
Just keeps getting boiled off. So that's probably where the oxygen comes from. It just gets, chemical reactions just burn off, create oxygen for about 2 minutes.
You know how some places on Earth have natural fission going on because of the uranium deposits?
Yeah.
This planet has natural cold fusion going on. It just splits water into oxygen and hydrogen.
My God.
No one asks how it happens
It just
more
does.
than once.
You realize that's not even remotely what cold fusion is, right?
Yes.
Anyway,
That's called
Electrolyzation.
Not flow through.
That's electrolyzation.
Electrolyzation, thank you.
electrolysis, but yeah.
Look, Kemondo doesn't have ranks in knowledge science.
oh, when Kemondo doesn't know it, he can say that when I don't know something.
Would you like some salt with your tea, sir?
That sounds disgusting.
Wow. That was a reaction.
It's not. It's rare when it's not happening to me though. Anyway, let's continue on.
Alright, you come into wonderful Mustafar City. Which,
Guns blazing, I hope.
Wonder why people live here.
I imagine the
But not out
residents of
loud,
this-
because I'm being polite.
people live here because they evolved to live here.
Yeah.
Like I said, guns blazing, I hope.
I hope not.
Well, our guns are
Dearest, you
probably
say?
gonna be blazing just from the ambient temperature.
I'm sure there's probably some ore deposits somewhere here.
That's what the shields are for.
Now, the ore deposits are kind of in the lava, which is why they farm the lava.
Lava farm. Okay.
Yeah, what did you think that place that...
Planting his lava crops.
No, what did you think the big complex that Anakin and Obi-Wan fought in was for? It was to extract
Dramatic
ore and
effect.
shit from the lava.
Huh. These things you never think you know or not know.
I don't even know why I remember that. I think it was in the novelization of episode...
You read the novelization of episode 3?
yeah, it was way
somebody
better
had
than
to.
the movie, too.
Really?
Well, to be fair, it's not exactly a very hard task, is it?
So,
Let me put it this way, it made Anakin likable.
My God.
God.
Well, okay, not likable, but sympathetic at least.
Well, that could have been done with
God.
better directing and a script.
Yeah.
There wasn't a script?
There was a napkin. It had some words on it.
Hmm. Yeah.
What the hell?
What the shit? Gentlemen?
Taryn?
Taryn.
you're,
Oh,
live
sorry.
You're live on Mustafar, so some are getting blended.
You know,
Sorry, I missed the mute button.
this is the place that would be a place that you would be hearing.
What the hell are you doing?
Sounded like he was putting a blender.
Lunch.
Oh, okay, I thought you were adjusting your desk.
So,
And on that confusing bombshell,
yeah, these guys are wandering around. You're greeted with the friendliness and hospitality you would expect on a mining world.
So basically, get the hell out of our way or we're not gonna make
Tuscan.
our ship.
Tuscan Raiders, but Lava World Edition?
No, Tuscan Raiders don't mine.
I mean, what these people look like.
Did we remember a cargo?
We don't need a cargo. We're not here under pretenses.
Yeah, there's a few lava fleas walking around.
All right, so let's go to CD. Let's go to our local edition of cdbar.tm. Let's go to our local branch of Scum and Hive and Villainy.
The local wretched hive.
Yeah.
It's doing really well, the Veggie Hive. They're expanding rapidly.
Yeah.
Planets too.
Subsidiary of CD Bar.
We're gonna show up at Hoth and there's gonna be one.
Well, yes. Hoth
Right.
has to have at least have a gas station somewhere nearby, so you know.
I'm pretty sure Hoth is a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
At least the system is. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of fuel stopping.
Right. So.
Local
you-
agency. We need to do information gathering.
Yes,
Spot
basically.
check. Find a dude.
Find a dude. You've got a name, but that's about it.
Sounds like a knowledge underworld check.
Yes, it does sound like a bit like a knowledge underworld check. Probably 3
I am-
difficulty.
All right. Can I do streetwise? Okay, here's a question. Can I use that one thing before I spend a token and roll my streetwise for it?
Well, is it better than 2 yellow, 1 green?
I have 2. I have 2 yellow. So you go ahead if you want. Mine could just be a different means of trying the dice roll again.
Good lord, that's a failure.
So, Bane finds some information, but no. You don't find anything, but you also don't get any undue attention, which is good. Thumper, on the other hand, finds some information, but does find some undue attention.
Looking for this guy. He does things with droids and bomb disposal.
What?
We're looking for a street doc.
Looking for a doctor who does very specific things with droids across from a very well padded room.
You know what? Can I give Tampa, like, how many of those advantages do you think I should give him as boost up?
Probably all of them.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so
Just
it's
threat
no.
success. Yeah, they look threatening for a few seconds, but then you realise you're probably on the level. But street dog,
They
well,
realize we're not looking for him for any legal reason.
yeah, you're not bounty hunters.
Do I look like a bounty hunter to you, friend?
Kind of.
Yes.
Do bounty hunters look just disheveled?
Some
I mean,
of
look
them.
at
Yes.
consider your local bounty hunter, my friend. Think of Boba Fett or the more
Boba
actual
Fett is
thing.
anything but a local bounty hunter.
See, how would a guy like him be here? I'm nothing like that guy.
Yes, and that's why you look like a bounty hunter, because you look like what these people think of as bounty hunter.
But they know that's what they meet in a normal day.
You look heavily armed and you are looking for a known criminal. That basically means bounty.
I mean, I'd just play it up, honestly.
That
I
would be a
don't-
bad idea because that would send them into the hiding.
Oh, yeah. Good.
No. I'm not the bounty hunter. I'm just a man who gets chased by bounty hunters. I need a little bit of help because you can see I am fucked all the hell up.
I don't like
He's
it
got a
when Zelda
point.
Swears.
What'd you say?
I said I don't like it when Tampa swears. It just feels wrong.
That's actually very true. It does.
I'm a bit messed up, my friend. He says his Thumper still has the cast on because he may have realigned his bones, but they're still knitting. And a couple of rings of bandages and then cold packs around his head because he still has 2 things of head ringer. How's that sound, Gray?
Yeah, fine by me.
I mean, you still passed the.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
pass, so they get some information saying, okay, yeah.
Back.
You
He's
left?
Yes.
What's his normal rates?
He's quite reasonable. You know, depends what you want. You know, simple patch job, probably a few hundred credits. Major surgery, a few thousand.
I need him to make my arm right and to get the thingy out of my head.
He's probably not going to run more than a few 100,000 credits then.
I got a sheep. What's that sound? $100,000 credits?
He's messing with you. A few thousand credits. I was
can
thinking if
do
anyone would
that.
actually listen to me.
I let that sink in for a moment, because that would mean that would be very, very hard to get this thing done.
Yeah, a few thousand credits. Probably, you know, if you want something proper surgery. Really reasonable. Plus,
Can you
it's a
tell
bit hard to find at the moment.
I heard.
There's the whole thing of like messing up surgery on one of the huts.
That explains why he's in hiding.
Yeah.
Do you know how we can contact him? Does he have a current active practice, or is he just dodging bullets?
He's in hiding because he's
See, now when Vane swears, it's kind of normal out.
Oh, we lost Taryn again. How about that?
Is that internet having problems?
Yeah, I've noticed.
Okay. Sorry, it launched 2 Discords when I said load Discord.
Nice.
You
It's
totally.
Well, that's why you don't double click.
It's not a click, it's in the start menu.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't double click it in there.
I thought you were actually giving it voice commands to do that.
Quickly.
No.
Oh, you
No,
said
I turned voice commands off. I keep trying to turn them back on, but you can only do that by voice.
Oops.
Right.
No, that's just horrible.
Thank you.
But anyway, yeah, I don't think this guy has an active practice considering he's in hiding because he fucked up a hut's face.
But the question is, how does he afford his hiding if he doesn't have an active practice?
He just jobs on the side. You just have to be in the right place at the right time. Yeah. He tends to, when he needs money, he tends to do a quick forecast where he's going to be.
Do you have a description of the man? What does he look like? You got a photo?
No idea.
He knows you're not a bounty hunter. He's not gonna trust you.
So where do people hear his location? Where does he make contact?
Best place is just to listen to HoloNet. You know, he'll put out like a little ad for, you know, people needing like minor works.
Oh, so we need to check Craigslist. Hey, can you check Craigslist?
Actually, quite.
Yeah. So then you just have to get there before he moves.
The fact that might actually be a thing is terrifying.
Well, this place is full of Craigs, so why wouldn't we call it Craigslist? I've gone Transylvania for a second there.
Yeah, I was about to say.
What is a crag? A miserable little pile of pebbles.
Oh no.
Anyway, look at the time. It's probably a good time to wrap up.
Yeah.
We've been rocking out for some time now.
We've been running on MG for a bit. Let's talk to this next time. It's been fun, everybody. I hope you have a good time.
Hopefully we'll actually meet up more often.
Yeah, hopefully that's normally we only have a long midsummer. Let's hope that.
Ray's in-laws have parted the way, so at least probably next weekend, because after that is 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, and the vast majority of our folks will not be here, being 4th of July all over the place.
Yeah, I probably will be, but only because I have
Not
nothing
all
to do.
over the place, just in the U.S.
Yeah, most of us don't care about the 4th of July.
I mean, there's probably some equivalent holiday in quite a few places, actually.
But they have their own days to do it.
Yeah, a lot of people celebrate the end of the
that's
British
what I
Empire.
mean.
It's fine.
There's probably actually quite a few international
Yeah.
holidays
That week, that weekend I will be absent because I'm traveling to see friends. But
Yeah.
otherwise,
Anyway, see everyone next time. Anyway.
have a nice one.
Next time.
Have a nice